Connected to the 50 amp on the parallel kit, just like this. Oh, remember what I said? Mm-hmm. We have to start it first. Mm-hmm. All right, let's start it. Let's see how easy they start. Let's see how many pulls each one. Ready?
Benefits of having a camera.
All right, let's do this again. But this time, let's not break your knuckle.
Hey everybody, Angelo from the T-Squad family. Thank you for joining me at another episode of the T-Squad RV channel. If you have not subscribed, please do so by hitting that subscribe button. Go a step further and hit that bell and you will get notified for videos like this. It just arrived. This is our second generator. And I'm going to tell you why we went with a second generator. This is called a Wen inverter generator. It has approximately 48 decibels. It is a 2350 watt generator, and that's a surge. So the 1900 is like a steady wattage, and that's what this does. This does like a 1900 watt. And the RV that we purchased a few years back only came with one air conditioner. We decided to add a second air conditioner in the front. We did not need a 15,000 BTU air conditioner because it was just airing only the front bedroom. So we decided to go with a smaller one. So here's our second, or I should say, here's our first air generator that we purchased a few years ago. And every time we go somewhere, this is only strong enough to air the 13,000, to give power to the air conditioner on the 13,500 BTU air conditioner, which is in the front. It makes no sense to run the 13,500 air conditioner when you're boondocking or when you're parked where there's no air and you stop at a rest area for the night, because it only airs the front bedroom unless it's ducted all the way through. Ours is not ducted all the way through, it's just the front. So we decided to go ahead and run the main air conditioner, which is ducted all the way through, but it will not run off one. And this is why we decided to get the two. Now, the reason why I did not purchase the larger generator is because it's over 100 pounds. I do not need to lug that thing around. And not only that, when we go to places, we want to be as quiet as possible when it comes to running generators. So we had this for a year. This will run, like I said, the front air conditioner, but the reason why we purchased another one so we could run only the 30 amp, which is going to be the entire RV, including our 15,000 BTU air conditioner. Oh, this is the one with the bubble. And you have all the tools in the funnel right here. So I'm actually gonna put this down on the ground, Richie. Like I said, this is only 40 pounds. I can tell you, this is full of gas, and I could literally, and this is empty. And that's it. This is as easy as it's gonna get as far as unpacking stuff. Okay, I just noticed one thing that's different between the two that I have. I've had this one a few years, and what I could see, Richie, if you want to come here. By the way, Richie, thumbs up for being my camera guy. They actually have a gauge here, and I didn't notice that. That right there is the gauge for the fuel. A lot of times I would have to open it up and look in there. Yeah, this is full. But yeah, this has the gauge. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put this aside real quick. I'm gonna put this back up there. Real quick, I want to go over what is this. Yes, I am going to be running a 30 amp using both. So you do have the, I don't have my glasses, so I'm going to just bear it here. We do have a 120 volt plug, okay? We do have this right here, which is the 12 volt, where you could plug in like a cigarette adapter or cigarette lighter, they called it back in the day. And then right here you do have two USB ports, 1 amp and one is the 3.1, I'm sorry, the 2.1 amp, which is normally like for an iPad or something. So right here you have the 2 reset buttons. This is what I love about the Wens, okay? The 2350W. It has the echo mode. Let me explain what the echo mode is real quick. Some of you guys probably know all this. Cool. This is for those who don't know what the echo mode is. The echo mode is when you start it, you want the echo mode off. You want this to be at full capacity or full maxed out with wattage to provide for the 30 amp. Now remember, when I'm talking 30 amp, this will run a 13,500 BTU by itself. But if you want to run the entire RV at 30 amp, you have to connect both of these together. Let's get back to the echo mode. The echo mode is, if you're not using, once you connect everything and your generator's going full blast, you put the echo mode on. What that echo mode does is, let's just say you flush your toilet and your pump is going on. Well, this will go into overdrive. Once the pump stops, this will go back to normal, like a normal range of a balance. That's what the echo mode is, and this is what I love about this. This way it's not running loud all the time when nothing's running. That's the echo mode. So to start it, obviously, you're gonna pull the choke. This is another great feature with this Wen. Like I said, I am making no money on this. It has a fuel off. So when you shut your machine off, you'll go to fuel off, and that'll drain all the gas out of the carburetor. This way it's not just sitting there for months or weeks or however long you are doing it. But right now it's off. And here's the main thing that we are doing right here. This is why we purchased this. We have the positive and negative and ground for the parallel. This right here is our parallel. Now, how you run this parallel, you have this positive and negative in the ground. So you just follow, you put the positive in the positive like that, and the negative in the negative, and then you connect your ground onto this nut right here. And I always will show you know what? I may go get a butterfly nut, but I don't know if the butterfly nut will hit this bottom tray or this bottom ledge here. So I'll probably just keep it like that. And then we'll connect that. Then the other side, right here, will get connected to the other generator. So what you want to do is connect them both, start them both, then plug in your RV. Right here, you're going to see that you do add the oil. All right, so you do have your spark plug removal, and what's nice about this is I have no idea where my other ones are, so now I have it for this and the old one. Okay, so after reading, it does require oil. You know, when I bought this one a couple years ago, I actually remember recording a video on this, but I never released it. And I remember going into the store with my camera looking for the oil, so I should have thought of that. But with the trick of editing and all that, we did end up going to purchase the oil and came right back. So I forgot it in the truck. So it gives you a recommendation on what kind of oil to put in this. 30W engine oil is good for about 40 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 10 to over 40. Anyways, then you got the 10W30, which to me, that just doesn't, that's good for the north. I remember always using the 10W30 for Michigan because it's a thinner oil, because the cold thickens oil. There might be some other engineer reason, but I don't know. The 5W30 is new to me, and that is good for cold weather and warm weather. So that's what we end up getting, the full synthetic 5W30. So we're gonna use that. Gotta go with Pennzoil. Personal reasons. Go Joey Logano. That who he is, Federal Express, Danny Hamlin, Richie. That's Richie's favorite race car driver. By the way, he's not? Is he?
Yes, but
Okay. But what? One of the main reasons why we are doing this is because we are going to a NASCAR race in Atlanta, and we are in the infield. So we're allowed to run generators, so this is one of the main reasons why we're doing this. It says here, the generator is shipped without oil. User must use proper amount of oil at operating the generator. The oil capacity of the engine crankcase is 15 fluid ounces. All right, let's put some oil in this. I'm gonna put a little bit at a time. So that being said, we just put 15 fluid ounces in here. We're gonna put this on the ground and we're gonna fill it up with gas. And yes, carry my own gas. Put this gas back. To start it, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this choke. Actually, I'm going to put this dial right here where I said get fuel off. I'm gonna turn it all the way to on. Once I turn it on the on, then I'm gonna pull the choke, and I'm gonna show you how it's pretty. It might take a few seconds, but and they got some directions right here, which is pretty cool. Never plug anything in before you start it.
why?
It's just you don't want. It's gonna be harder to start. One try. So we're gonna take the choke out. We're gonna leave that. That is eco off. We're gonna leave it off right now until I start this one.
That red light's flashing in the back there.
This one is?
No, the other one.
Yeah, for now it will. As you can see, both of these are on right now. I don't know, am I yelling? I mean, for both of them to be on like that, it's pretty amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the eco off, and you're gonna see how both of them go to its full capacity of generating. That's still not bad. You have three lights here. One light is if you're low on oil. The other light is...
That's the one that was blinking.
What's that?
That's the one that was blinking when you were trying to start it.
On this one, yeah, it's going to blink as you start it. But this one right here is the oil. And then these two are the outputs. The green means good. The red means the output is too overload. It's too much overload. So that's when you'll see a red button there. But the red button here means you need oil. We have green on both sides, so we're pretty much good. You can literally, when you're done with your generator, you can turn it to fuel off. What that'll do is, while it's running, so if you turn it to fuel off as it's running, it'll actually drain the carburetor, which is good for the unit because it doesn't allow the gas just to sit there. And then after like 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes, after a few minutes, it'll shut off, and then that means your generator, or your carburetor is empty of fuel. And then just take it and put it right there. Or you could just leave the button right there. Generator. 2,350 watts. That's what the W means, by the way. And putting these together, you're looking at 4,700 watts. That's surge watts, which means when something turns on, it'll take the full capacity of the generator at its highest wattage, and then it'll go down. As things are just running normally, it goes at 1,900 watts each. That's 3,800 watts here. Now, a 30 amp system, this can take. So right now we are going to try our 30 amp. Okay, so now we have our parallel kit. What's nice about this one that I got on Amazon, it already comes with the wires, and it already comes installed, and it has a little handle. And I thought it had a box, but I guess it didn't. You could actually screw this in to the side of something, I don't know what, but I think I'm just gonna keep it loose right now and put it right there. So let's go ahead and hook up the parallels. All right, so we're gonna put the ground, we're just gonna put the screw back on. And we're gonna tighten it. I know what you guys are thinking. Where's your socket? Yes, I know. Right now I don't have my socket wrench with me, so I gotta use a pair of pliers. So we got the ground in there. Now what we'll do is we'll hook up the red, and we'll hook up the black. This unit is now going into this, okay? So now we'll come over here. I love new toys when Sandy doesn't find out. Because when Sandy finds out, I have to justify. And there is a justification there because we are going to harvest hosts and on the way to Michigan and on the way to Atlanta, and then we are going to be at the Atlanta Speedway, so we're gonna need a generator. Was that justified, Richie? No. All right, so that's good. We're gonna do the same to this one. We're gonna hook, I like how they have like a weatherproof right here. And then we'll put the black in that one. Now this is working. So what we'll do now is we will turn these on, but before that, let's go ahead and connect my RV, but we will not connect it to this. So right now we're hooking up the 50 amp. I have a 30 amp wire. I just don't want to use it too much. I don't bring it with us enough because we want to hook up on 30 or 50 amp all the time if we can. If I end up going to 30 amp, what I do is I put it goes from 50 to 30 and then I put it in the box. So we're gonna hook up our 50 amp here. Turn it, always screw it in. We'll just leave it like that because it's not going nowhere. Oh, remember what I said? Mm-hmm. We have to start it first. All right, let's start it. Let's see how easy they start. Let's see how many pulls each one. Ready? We're gonna turn the gas on. We're gonna see how many pulls. Obviously this is brand new, it's gonna take one pull. This time we're not gonna let go of the cord. All right, we're in, this is on. Let's try this one, ready? Oh, good. All right, so we have them both on right now, both green, and we're gonna keep the Eco off. Like that. And we're going to plug it in. Like that. Okay? Circuit is good. That's good. The RV is fully powered. 30 amp. Even though this is a 50, we're getting 30 amp minimum out of these. We might be getting a little bit more, maybe 40. But definitely not 50, but we're gonna try it. Let's go inside the RV and check it out. Can't see that upside down, but that is 38 amps going into this. 37, 38 amps. So a few things. One thing that we do, a lot of these new RVs come with the refrigerator that has the electrical and it connects to your hitch, so as you're driving down the road, or your hitch, so as you're driving down the road, you actually can run your refrigerator on electric. I am so glad our RV does not have that electrical option, and it has the propane option, because when you're boondocking or you're at a dry camp, you want to run your refrigerator off propane. If you're running off a generator, because I don't know if the refrigerator will work off a generator along with the air conditioners. So being in the RV right now, the generators are at full blast right now, so we are going to turn this air conditioner on. Let's see how we do. You're gonna have to do it. I don't have my glasses. So go ahead and turn that to AC low.
This cool though.
Okay, go down to lower than 61 in here, because it is 61 in here right now. Like 60.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We turned it down to 59 in here. I know that's kind of cold. We would never have it that way. But as soon as we turn the air on, now we have it on high, and I mean, it is ice coming out of that thing, so it is cold. So we have the duct going all the way through, so the 2 generators are sufficient for this 15,000 BTU air conditioner. It can easily run just one or the other. We turned the refrigerator on and it also worked. Let's try it again. AC. There you go. It's on. Yep. So the refrigerator is on, but we will not run the refrigerator, so we're just gonna turn it off. But I know I'm not giving you numbers like wattage and all that. I'll put it up here if I can find it, but if you take the wattage on a 15,000 BTU and the wattage that the both generators export, it's definitely enough. And I'll tell you what, that's all we want. We want to make sure that we can run our pump when we flush the toilets or wash our hands or take a shower. And we want to make sure that the RV air conditioner is working when we're dry camping, when it's like 85, 90 degrees out. And everybody knows who has an RV, inside gets really hot quick. So a 13,500 AC, the wattage to start up is 2,750 watts. Yeah, these 2 will handle the startup easy. Now let's talk about the 15,000 BTU air conditioner. The 15,000 BTU air conditioner requires 3,500 watts to start up, which means both of these will be at its max capacity to start it up. Once the 15,000 BTU air conditioner is running, it's only 1,500 watts. So literally one of these can handle it staying on continuously. But the question is, do these handle a 15,000 BTU? It sure does. And I'm glad we tried it out. And we are off to our next camping trip in the next week or 2. And you'll probably see these come with us everywhere we go. They're light, they're 45 pounds. We put gas in them, and we do carry a 14-gallon container to fill them up as we need them. So the WEN generator costs over $400, under $5. I would definitely recommend getting these. I never had a problem with my first one. The second one has a fuel gauge on, it's a little better. And I also like my parallel kit, which allows me to connect both together. So hey, thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Go a step further, hit that bell. And check out our other videos. Check out our AC video. Check out our black tank flush system. Check all our other videos. Share this video out to those who are struggling with what kind of generator they should get. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. Please comment in the section below. Give me a thumbs up. And you guys have a great camping season, and we will see you guys on the road.